Good? Thank you. All right, good morning, class. Today, what we're going to work on, the agenda is we're going to introduce new words, new vocabulary words for informative explanatory writing, right? You're going to need your composition workbooks. We're going to look at writing highway, page 51. We're going to discuss the types of paragraphs. We're going to have a structured scholar talk, and at the end, we're going to take an exit ticket. All right, that is the agenda for today. What are your questions for me so far? No? Okay, so I see most of you have your composition workbook out already. Turn to a blank page, right? We're gonna write some definitions. Everyone has a composition workbook, has a pencil in their hands. Okay? Now before we start, we are going to recite those 6 words. So I want you guys all to say it together, right? 6 new words.
6 new words.
6 new words, right? The vocabulary words are cite, analyze, explicit, inference, textual evidence, and conclude, right? So I want all together to starting with number 1, repeat after me. Cite.
Cite.
Analyze.
Analyze.
Explicit.
Explicit.
Inferences.
Inferences.
Textual evidence.
Textual evidence.
Conclude.
Conclude.
6 new vocabulary words for informational and explanatory writing. Right? So the first one, cite. Can I have the first 2 actually? I'm going to have this student read them out. The rest of us are copying down the definitions. Right? This student is going to read it. Ola. Ola. Please read, cite, and analyze. The rest of us are copying down the definitions and the word itself. Go for it.
Like, quote a passage, book, or author as evidence for justification of an argument or statement, questioning a scholarly work. Synonym, quote, refer to, mention, or specific.
Specify.
Specify. Analyze, examine,
Methodically.
methodically, and in the details and constitution or structure of something, special information to do with the purposes of explanation and interpretation. Synonym, exam, inspect, scan, or
Scrutinize. So we're going to be citing, right? When we cite, we're going to be citing passages, books, or authors, right? As evidence when we present our thesis. We're going to analyze, right? What we read in detail, right? Before we put our information out there, we need to know what we're talking about, right? That's why we need to examine, inspect, or scrutinize it. In other words, critique what we are reading. Questions so far? Next. This person can read. All right. Matthew, can you please read the next 2 vocabulary words for us? All right, the rest of us are copying them down, writing down the definition.
Explicit, stated clearly and in detail, leaving no room for confusion or doubt. Synonym, direct, clear, obvious, or straightforward. Inferences, a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning. Synonym, deduction, conclusion, assumption, or reading between the lines.
Thank you, Matthew. Sorry, please remind me to give your Dean List points. Ola, Matthew. So explicit, you need to state clearly and in detail, be straightforward, right? Leaving no room for confusion or doubt. It needs to be direct. Inferences, that's a vocabulary word that we're going to be practicing a lot, right? You're going to reach a conclusion based on evidence and reasoning. So it's not going to be clearly stated out there. You're just going to have to assume, right? Assume. You're going to use deduction reasoning. Reading between the lines. Questions for me so far? Do we need more time to copy it down?
Yeah.
All right, just give you a few more seconds. Seconds. talking.